Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the 10 fastest collapsing European countries in 2024. From the North Sea to the Aegean, we find nations grappling with economic turmoil, political fragmentation and social unrest. Join us as we traverse this complex landscape and examine the factors pushing these once mighty nations towards the brink. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Let's get into it. Our journey begins in Belgium, a nation long recognised for its delicate balancing act. Home to both the Flemish and Walloon communities, Belgium has long struggled to maintain linguistic and cultural harmony. Economically, Belgium faces headwinds with rising unemployment and social unrest. Political fragmentation further impedes Belgium's ability to navigate these turbulent waters. With a multitude of parties vying for power, forming a stable government has become a Herculean task. The rise of Eurosceptic sentiment, fueled by economic anxiety, further weakens the nation's already fragile unity. In the heart of Europe, Belgium stands at a crossroads. Its ability to bridge linguistic divides, revive its economy, and forge a cohesive national identity will determine its fate in the years to come. Our journey through Europe's fragility now takes us to Portugal. Once a mighty seafaring nation, Portugal now finds itself navigating treacherous economic waters. Burdened by high levels of debt and unemployment, the nation has struggled to regain its footing since the 2008 financial crisis. Austerity measures have further eroded the social safety net, fueling widespread discontent. An aging population and low birth rate have left the nation with a shrinking workforce and a growing burden on social security. Despite these challenges, glimmers of hope emerge from Portugal's vibrant tourism industry and burgeoning tech sector. However, these fledgling industries alone may not be enough to offset the nation's deep-seated economic woes. Portugal's future hangs in the balance. We turn our attention now to Germany, a nation long regarded as the continent's economic powerhouse. The German economic engine, once a model of precision engineering, shows signs of sputtering. The global trade wars and a slowdown in emerging markets have taken a toll on German exports. The rise of populist and Eurosceptic parties has eroded the dominance of traditional parties. This political fragmentation makes it increasingly difficult to forge consensus on critical economic reforms. As the largest economy in the Eurozone, Germany's stability is crucial to the well-being of the entire currency bloc. Its current trajectory raises concerns about the long-term viability of the Eurozone itself. Chapter 4. United Kingdom adrift in the post-Brexit world. The long-anticipated Brexit has become a reality, but its promises of renewed sovereignty and economic prosperity remain elusive. The UK finds itself adrift in a sea of uncertainty, its economy buffeted by global trade disruptions and political instability. The pound sterling has fluctuated wildly, undermining business confidence and leaving consumers grappling with rising prices. The once thriving financial sector faces an uncertain future as businesses relocate to mainland Europe. The Brexit debate continues to fuel acrimonious divisions within Parliament and across the country. The UK's ability to forge a new national identity and secure advantageous trade deals will determine its fate in the years to come. Chapter 5. France, the Republic in revolt. The French Republic finds itself increasingly challenged by a confluence of social unrest and economic anxieties. Economic inequality has widened, leaving many citizens feeling left behind despite the nation's overall wealth. This disparity has fueled resentment and a sense of disconnect between the governing elite and the governed. France has witnessed waves of protests and demonstrations, often erupting with a suddenness and intensity that has shaken the nation. The Gilets Jaunes movement morphed into a broader expression of frustration with the government's economic policies. High labour costs and bureaucratic hurdles have hindered entrepreneurship and innovation. France stands at a crossroads. Its ability to address the root causes of social unrest and reform its economy will determine whether it can navigate the current turbulence. Chapter 6. Spain, a kingdom divided. Spain's economy, while showing signs of recovery after a prolonged recession, remains vulnerable. High unemployment, particularly among young people, casts a long shadow over the nation's future. Austerity measures have exacerbated social inequality and fueled resentment towards the political establishment. Spain faces a persistent challenge to its national unity, the Catalan independence movement. The issue continues to simmer, fueling political instability and undermining Spain's cohesion. Spain, like other European nations, grapples with the rise of populism and nationalism. Spain's ability to address its economic vulnerabilities and find a lasting resolution to the Catalan question will determine its future. Chapter 7. Italy, the Boot Adrift. Italy grapples with deep-rooted economic stagnation and political instability. Italy's economy, the third largest in the Eurozone, has long been hobbled by low growth, high debt and a sclerotic bureaucracy. These chronic problems have left Italy vulnerable to global economic shocks. Italy has struggled with political instability for decades. The rise of populist and Eurosceptic parties has further fragmented the political landscape. Italy's demographic trends exacerbate its economic challenges. With a low birth rate and an aging population, Italy faces a shrinking workforce and a growing burden on its social welfare system. Italy's ability to implement structural reforms and restore faith in its political institutions will determine its future. Chapter 8. Greece. A recovery on the rocks. Greece, still reeling from a decade-long economic crisis, now faces the daunting task of rebuilding. Austerity measures have exacted a heavy toll on Greek society, leading to widespread poverty and unemployment. Despite some economic recovery, Greece remains burdened by a massive debt load. The threat of another debt crisis looms, particularly if the global economy takes a downturn. Greece sits on the front lines of the migration crisis, straining the nation's resources. Greece's ability to address its debt overhang and create jobs will determine whether it can achieve a lasting recovery. Greece's future hangs in the balance. Chapter 9. Turkey, a nation on edge. Turkey's economy, once a model of emerging market growth, has been hit by a perfect storm of internal and external shocks. A plummeting Turkish lira, soaring inflation and a widening current account deficit have eroded investor confidence. Turkey's political landscape has become increasingly polarized under President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. A crackdown on dissent and erosion of press freedoms have raised concerns about Turkey's democratic trajectory. Turkey's strategic location adds another layer of complexity, straining its resources and exacerbating regional tensions. Turkey's future remains uncertain. Chapter 10. Ukraine, a nation forged in conflict. The ongoing conflict in eastern Ukraine has had a devastating impact on the country. Millions have been displaced, infrastructure lies in ruins, and the economy has been crippled. Despite these immense challenges, the Ukrainian people have shown remarkable resilience. The conflict has taken a heavy toll on Ukraine's economy, disrupting key industries. The Ukrainian government faces an uphill battle in rebuilding the country. The outcome of the conflict will have profound implications for the wider European security order. Ukraine's future hangs in the balance. Outro. An uncertain future. As our journey through Europe's fragility comes to an end, we are left with a stark realization. The continent faces a confluence of challenges. From economic anxieties to political polarization, the nations of Europe stand at a crossroads. Will these nations find the wisdom to address the root causes of their fragility and forge a new vision for a shared future? The answers to these questions will shape the destiny of Europe. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.